and gentlemen, welcome to Space Couch Live! Yes. Oh, I love it. Just, I know it looks like we're in a theater in Seattle. I have meticulously reconstructed the back of the spaceship to look thusly. I guarantee you we are, in fact, floating through the cosmos on a razor's edge of danger and horror. Let me just bring up the chat. While I do that, Space Couch is, of course, always brought to you by our advertisers. Tiger Squawk Records sponsored this episode. You want to get the new Smaller Numbers of Aggression. It's really great. You want to get the new Ghost Proxy that just came out of Canada. Batavia, Jacksonville, Florida just dropped some, like a goth rock track. It's really good. Severed Skies. He got Full Pot is saying Beyond Horror, OST, really drony, cool, good for gaming. Out of Australia, Vivarium. He was here last night. Grass Logic has a new single. This dickhead has a new EP out, Ghastly Invertebrate. Slave Dolls also from Italy. And, back to Montreal. The new Ghost Proxy is dope as shit. And back to Victoria for Duck Bag. Instrumental, kind of glitchy. Bixley redid all the songs from Crystalis from Nintendo. It's amazing. And Italy just released a new single because it's been 6 seconds. And she puts out that amount of music. Let's get the Restream chat browser up. That's a different company. We'll go here. Why are you doing this to me? That's okay, because we're live. And we'll log in. And hopefully they remember my fucking password. There we go. And we'll disconnect. It knows we're live. That's cool. All right.
There is a movie screen behind the curtain.
Yeah, I should have set that up. They make it so fucking hard to find the chat client up and shit. Do I have it? There we go. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the very randomly ramshackle beginning of what's weirdly like probably the biggest Space Couch episode I've ever had. You guys just want to come on up? Yeah, welcome to Space. Holy motherfucking shit! Ladies and gentlemen, UNTER NULL, Stray, Icon of Coil, you know them all. It's super wonderful and amazing to have you guys on the show. We will start with me finding my phone and right, so goodness gracious, welcome to space. How about that last panel? That was cool. You always want to plug the opening band, right? And sorry, up there. Questions for me.
Yay, shadow puppetry.
Oh, yeah. Space.
You're a man of many skills,
you know what?
Andy.
We have the internet up in here. I forgot about that. Okay, we'll do one of these. You'll see the questions as they come in. Not a problem. So, Erica, how's it going? Holy crap! I don't know, like back, right? Like, you are. Give me the status because we're obviously friends on Facebook and stuff. The internet tells me you're back at the helm of making music after taking kind of a break, or am I wrong on that?
Kind of. I'm slowly getting there. Like I actually kind of wrapped an album like in 2018. I didn't like it, so.
Really? You scrapped the whole thing?
Yeah.
That's gotta be a
wow.
bad thing. Like, you just, what's that like? Just drag it to the recycle bin? Like,
well, I mean, I still have the files, but I'm just not doing anything with them. I
Ever? Oh, come on. Okay.
I mean, for now, like, I want to go in different directions, so.
All right, like, did we hear some of that last night?
No.
Okay, so we've got like a
That was
completely.
old school. Yeah, old school.
Okay, because I don't. When you say a different direction, like, are we going like reggaeton? What are you doing?
Smooth jazz.
Yeah, right.
I'm not sure yet. Probably something.
So there is room for smooth jazz.
Oh,
like
totally.
we could get some Kenny G.
Saxophone.
Yeah. Awesome. You get that crimper out, get that Kenny G hair thing going. That'd be amazing.
No, I don't know. I think I want to include more acoustic drums, like kind of write with the idea of playing live instead of just writing and then make it a bit more intuitive this time, I guess.
Intuitive? Like, do you feel like you're fighting yourself when you're cracking open the cue? Really?
Oh, yeah.
Like, what's your DAW, if you don't mind me asking?
Logic.
Okay, so you just, is it like this, all right, here we go, like, and then it's not a flow for you at all to crack open Logic and just write?
No, so there's a process for me where
I mean the guy that writes your music.
Yeah, the guy.
Yeah.
He writes all.
Okay. Because obviously you can't. I didn't mean to
being a female and all.
I should have.
Thank you.
Anyway, yeah. Okay, now that we've got that.
We got that. Okay.
Chris obviously is the
Cat's out of the bag.
Yeah. So, no, that's fascinating to me because we all kind of, if you don't mind me throwing it out, we'll guess that we're all sort of the same vintage, and you're getting into this music, and I don't know what this Cubase or whatever is, and you get into it, and 20 years go by, and you have your sick fuck or your floor killer, and you're like, what the fuck's going on with my life? I mean, we're still doing this thing, but so it's kind of blowing my mind that you find it non-intuitive because it's been such a part of your life for so long.
I mean, I listen to some of my old stuff. I'm like, oh my god.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, I feel
so I'm
it.
like, I want to do something different, but not go pull them over and do like one metal being black, or one album being black metal, and the next being like ambient.
Oh right, where it's like, oh, I guess I gotta get into Japanese hip hop or something because this guy just pulled a 180 on me. Well,
there's no audio in the live.
Oh, there's no audio in the live. Oh, okay. Well.
Oh fuck.
Well,
You all heard it.
Yeah.
No, I got it.
We're all just living in the moment.
Thanks, dude. Yeah. No, space problems. Space problems. We'll just go to settings and say default. I don't think disconnected's a proper source, and there we go. Cool. Hey ho, check 1, check 2. That's audio input capture will be. Hey ho, how about we don't set it to negative 77 decibels? I mean, I have it down as possible for doing gasoline and vertebrate stuff because nobody wants to hear that shit. But they did last night, Thursday, when we opened for the amazing Scandi. What was it like to revisit that material, man?
I don't know, man. It just somebody commented. It's like, yeah, it's been 17 years since
17 years?
And I was like, really? I only done like a couple of shows. So I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like I still have more in me to do more live shows with the old material because I've played so few shows with it. Because I agree with Erica. It's like when you go back and you listen to old material, like very often you go like, oh
yeah,
what the fuck were I thinking? But it's like you appreciate for what it is.
Okay.
And and as me as a fan of other artists, like I understand that they do it as well. But I also, as a fan of other music, I know that I appreciate for what it was when it came out, and will always be that way. For me. It will always be nostalgic. So when you do new versions of old songs or whatever, I know for the artist it's amazing, but sometimes for the fans they were like, I wanted to hear the original.
Yeah, well,
You know, so for Scandi it was fun. I played a couple of new songs. Well, new as in 10 years old, not 17 and just like some twist to it, and I got to be a luchador, you know.
Yeah, man, that was cool.
And that was
Could you
that's
breathe
what
in
was
that
good.
thing, man?
Oh yeah, it was great. 'Cause I had no one to wrestle up there.
Well, you certainly dropped an atomic elbow on the audience off the turnbuckle. That was amazing. And I have the COMBICHRIST logo on the screen here. Obviously, that incarnation's not playing this festival, but it would be silly at this point to not, you know, identify you with the iconic, pardon the pun, stalwart, genre-changing COMBICHRIST, if you will. That was the last. Correct me if I'm wrong. I did not get a chance to check with you because I fucked up. If Heads Off was the last track that you released, but you won't be able to hear this out here. This will go out to the audience, but here is just a bit of the Heads Off video, kind of what I would describe, don't let me put words in your mouth, but certainly more of an industrial metal kind of track. Where would you put that song and your last few albums in the sort of the evolution of your sound?
I feel like I think I actually dialed it a little back, like to We Love You era, maybe.
Oh, really? Okay.
Where I felt like it was where on Everybody, like, you know, or This Is Where Death Begins, and on One Fire, it was, I kind of, you always get carried away because I never like to do the same stuff over again. So I always like you to develop the sound, and you do every time. It's like, even if I like it, I kind of like, nah, I can't use that because I kind of did that before. Sounds too much like something I did before, which is, it's hard to do dance floor music, you know, like, because let's face it, like if you're gonna have a dance floor track, it's gonna sound similar to a lot of other things you've done before. So I'm trying to always combine those things, and then, you know, I experimented a little bit with This Is Where Death Begins was barely an electronic, no programming. It was all live recordings. Really? And we recorded it all. I had studio musicians, and that was mostly all live. So
was that a change for you? Because
very, because I'm always alone in the studio and I would do everything.
Right.
So in this case, I was more like just wrote everything out, programmed everything, sent it to them to learn it, and then we had the session musicians basically coming in, and then of course One Fire, I was kind of trying to dial it a little bit back, a little bit more electronic again, and then I think for Heads Off, I feel like it just kind of hit. It was, you know, there's no secret. It was very much an homage to like Ministry, you know, in the early days. I mean, you know, it's kind of what got me into industrial.
Yeah, that's really cool, man. Because it's like a lot. The COMBICHRIST arc has been kind of that Candyland board game trajectory. We're going to go to the metal thing, and we're going to straight dance music, and then we're going to flip the whole genre on its head. And it's not like you needed to start a new project anyway, because Icon of Coil was red hot at the time, and that sort of leads into something I wanted to kind of explore. There was, I don't know if you saw, I think we talked about it a little bit on Facebook, Erica, the third, the Bill and Ted sequel they just released, where they're like old and they go back, and they're still trying to chase this song that they wrote when they were a teenager. And I watched that going, oh, fuck. This is my up, down, left, right, BA Konami code. And then you call it your sick fuck life. And then, of course, we had Icon of Coil and last night. And when I was a zygote, I drove from Madison, Wisconsin to Aurora, Illinois to see this red hot band from Norway called Icon of Coil at a laser tag place called Chasers. And so I'm just...
I'm glad you remember.
I was peeing and you hit the front 242 cover and had to stop midstream and run out. So I can't believe I just told that fucking story on the internet. That's okay. What's that?
No sound, no video.
Oh, well, that video part I can fix, and, you know, just use your imagination for sound. I should, you know, I should. Oh yeah, everyone's pissed. Silent night. Read my lips. See, no, I do have them. No, look, yeah, there. That's me. That I fucked up. Okay. Yeah. All right. Because I was doing gasoline and we had this Tiger Squawk thing, and then Ollie's like, "Do you want to have UNTER NULL and COMBICHRIST?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So then I was going to ask, what is it like to sort of? Because for me, if I do like mild stuff, I go like, "Oh motherfucker, here we go," and then like a second in, I'm like, "This is all I want to do for the rest of my life." Like it takes me over. I'm wondering how that return feels for you, if that makes sense.
I'm just on autopilot, man.
Really?
Yeah, it's like.
Is that where you go? Like,
no.
Do you guys dissociate when you're on stage, or are you totally in it?
I kind of do. I get kind of like into my own world.
Yeah. How about you, Chris?
It's very easy to just transition from what's going on before to someplace.
Oh shit! Oh, I fucked
To once you're there, it's a complete kind of transition where there's just, for me at least, there's a shift. I have the advantage or disadvantage of wearing glasses, so I can take them off, and it just becomes a whole like disassociative sensory kind of change. But yeah, I think for everybody. I mean, Brian, you as well. You know, you are a colorful character, like in real life.
Well, like when your music's not good, you gotta compensate.
I've never not enjoyed watching you play. I think we played Southern Gothic.
Oh my God!
And we were doing an interview at.
That was in New Orleans in the summer. That's.
Oh. It was raining. Remember, it was like pouring and flooding. And it was like 80 degrees.
You were playing upstairs, up the street, and that was the first time I saw you and was completely blown away. And the very first time I met you, I think, was in Chicago, when you were playing with Caustic. And my favorite thing I think I've ever seen happen in a venue was you had
we were opening for Icon.
Yeah, you had an ironing board.
Yeah, I played on an ironing board.
And you commented that, like, you know, the stands are like $60 at Guitar Center, but this was like $5 at Walmart.
Yes!
Fucking great.
Yeah.
All I remember from that show is it was some swampy backstage.
Yeah.
It was fucking horrible. But yeah.
And the longest drive ever.
Wait, when you give me the microphone, I feel like Ricky Bobby and tell that
This is the best face touch ever.
Well, I got sidetracked. What were we talking about?
Who cares? It's time.
Oh yeah.
Disassociating.
You gave me the microphone.
Yeah.
I just completely dissociated right away. Yeah. No. I just. I completely just go somewhere else. It's like I said, it's autopilot because I can, especially on the longer tour when you're tired, you're exhausted, and you do not want to be there at all. You just want to be home. And but as soon as I was like, fuck, stage, this fucking sucks. And then it's like, as soon as you go up, and then the intro starts, and you go like, it kind of goes like this. And it's like completely turning key on, and you go on, and I've been so hungover sometimes where I couldn't stand up without vomiting, and you just, as soon as the intro starts, you just, I don't feel it.
Yeah,
you just completely go into an auto thing, and you finish your show, and then you walk off and you pass out and start vomiting again.
Yeah. That is not inaccurate.
Because you just put the A/B switch, and then you just come back to yourself again, and then you're fucked. So, but that's how it works with all touring. I mean, you have good days. You have really good days. A lot of them where you go like, "Fuck yeah, this is gonna be great." But even the really bad ones, as soon as you go up, it's just. And unless you have a lot of technical problems, and you start feeling like it building up and building up and building up, and it's more and more reality, and you start seeing everything that is actually going on around you. It's slowly zone out of it, and then back in, you know.
Yes, I do. Let me grab that mic, Chris.
I don't know what to do.
No, we'll figure it out. It's like there's no rules in space. You're on international waters. We only got half an hour.
Water.
No, well,
So I'm going to smash it to the features of the show. This will be radiation round. Called that because lightning is exceedingly rare in space. No wrong answers. Say whatever you want. Okay, so from each of you, Guardians of the Galaxy or Suicide Squad?
Is that a band?
That's your answer?
Neither.
I'd have to go with Guardians. Because
Okay.
Well, actually, no.
The raccoon.
The raccoon.
The
Yeah,
raccoon.
Guardians.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, they got a raccoon.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And
Raccoons.
when is your music brain the best? Like 4 a.m., lunch break, in the shower?
Never, man.
Never.
When I'm driving.
Driving.
Yeah.
There's no consistency. I'd say whenever I'm away from what I can make music with.
Right.
I know
Yeah,
I'm not
it's generally
supposed
hits.
to be able to think about
Yeah,
it.
who cares?
Because I had a
Space.
second to think about this. In
No.
space would be a good place.
Okay.
But I would say actually on an airplane.
Airplanes.
Yeah, because then I can't really do anything, and that's you're restricted. You're not
That's
allowed
good.
to.
Yeah.
So that's when you want to because you
Yes.
really. But then you're like, I
work
guess I
out?
got a napkin, or you just use your phone in notes.
Right.
You
I've
know,
tried to do like remixes and stuff on the plane, but the engine noise fucks
it doesn't.
me up.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Yeah, but like lyrics and stuff, that's a good call.
Yeah.
And so for the last one, cat, dog, or other.
Dog.
Dog.
Dog. My dog.
Your dog.
I think that's unanimous. Dog.
Dog. Okay.
All
so-
animals.
Dogs.
All animals.
Yeah, all animals.
All
but-
animals.
but-
Okay.
Dogs.
6. So from the top, we got Guardians. Never, except on a plane. Driving, and inconsistent when you're,
Taking a
but whenever
shit.
you're away from the music and taking a shit. And dog, and dog. That was radiation round. Next is hypothetical spectacle, where we distill the essence of a band down into something like an 80s action movie or a sitcom or something. But we got 2 stalwart players today, and we're in an amazing festival. How about this Mechanismus? We got many stars in the audience today, so I thought we could do like Help Me Design Mechanismus Festival, the video game. Like, would this be like a Tetris thing? We gotta try to fit all these bands into this insane 4-day schedule. Or like, would it be like a fighting game where like Andy, like you're
I think it's like a Sims.
a Sims
Yeah.
thing? Okay, so it's like, instead of like that green diamond thing, it's like the old school iconic coil logo. That like maybe.
I like it.
All right, we'll get there, and then like I don't like. Is all the Simish like in 4/4 time?
Well, we also have because there is the hotel rooms upstairs where all the
Right.
bands are staying.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like we all have our wives walking around,
I
different
love it,
places, and then everybody knows everybody's door code apparently. So it's just like I gotta go and steal some credits from this person to make
Right.
my this better. Are they good in the game?
Yeah, I think so. And then like, but instead of pixelating you out when you get naked, we gotta go full frontal. Like,
It's fun, it's fun.
I mean, that's DLC. That's like bonus, right? That's like the remix album.
Yeah, the boners.
Yeah.
Bonus.
Oh my. Okay, so it's 4:30, and technically we're supposed to end, and I want to go out on one of my musical heroes talking about special bonus content. This is the best ever Space Couch ever, ladies and gentlemen. Chris, Aragon, and Andy for Space Couch, called the spaceships that and prepare for the interface with Dr. Space Couch. That's all the time we got. Thanks, everybody.
Woo!
Oh, I forgot to, let's see. I forgot to ask. I let us talk over the end credits here. I had a question from Patreon. You can get your name in the Patreon credits here. I know you get asked this all the time, but the people want to know. Panzer AG, Icon, any of the classic projects, will we hear new material there from?
I say yes every year, but I've been saying it for like 20 years, so.
All right. And what do we got in the Clipperuski for the mighty Unter Null?
Same answer.
Same answer. Same answer.
Every year I'm like, oh, got a new album coming out soon. I'm trying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're doing like rock hounding. What's that all about?
Oh yeah, it's like treasure hunting.
Okay,
I've always been
like
into
rocks?
like earth sciences and sciences, so it's.
I don't really go for Earth myself much. I like
Space.
Space rocks. So, like,
Space rocks.
Oh wow! We do have rocks in space. Sorry, I forgot about that shit. I should have brought some space.
I do like some moon rock.
Yeah.
We can do that. I think they sell that in Seattle.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. So, is Orgy in the room? Or are they out there? I don't. They told me they were supposed to start at 4:30, and they can come on in, or we could just hang out. I do appreciate your time, and I know you have to, of course. It's Andy Fest almost.
Yeah, it kind of is.
No candiness.
What's that?
I'm just like, I feel I'm
Andy-ness.
contributing. Yeah, contributing.
Well, you're value added. I mean, I old enough. Voice okay for tonight? You think?
I mean, I'm used to doing this every night. So.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, but like I have a howl, and I don't take care of myself, like my voice at least I should say.
Yeah.
And about night 4, like I really start to feel it. So like I'm happy you guys are crushing it. Like
I mean, we actually talked about it yesterday. Over the years, you don't scream anymore. When you scream, you just develop a technique, and it doesn't hurt anything more than talking or singing, really.
Yeah.
And my screams are actually in volume lower than when I sing. So but it's all an illusion.
Oh wow!
But it's just a technical thing. I remember being a kid and being all the bands, and you were literally screaming. So you played like a 20-minute punk set, and you are dead because you were literally screaming the whole time. And
is that where you come from? Like punk bands in Norway?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
So from the punk scene originally.
Yeah. Okay. And then you just like somebody goes, "Hey kid, check out this Skinny Puppy" or whatever.
No, it was actually because of punk that I got into industrial, because I started following Lard because of Jill Biafra, and then that's how I got into ministry. And
oh wow!
Yeah.
What a cool! Yeah. I've never heard that industrial story before.
Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
and then the next thing was Nix Reb. I saw them in Oslo, and I was like, this is like punk, but just no guitars, and I dug it. So that's where it's from. Yeah.
All right, cool. I don't know. We have like space time, I guess. The orgies, the space orgy that was promised, because I wrote it as Space Couch Orgy. Never showed up. How you doing, Matt Brain in the audience?
Woo!
You doing good?
I'm doing great.
All right, cool. Now we can just meet the audience, or like, or whatever.
Or we can go and eat.
Yeah, we can go and eat. Okay, so you got bonus content out there on Terra Firma. I got to speak with some wonderful people. Mechanismus Festival.
Woo!
It's incredible. It's the American Wave Gothic Treffen, so far as I'm concerned. You know, we can see you from space. So thank you for the sticker on DLC boners content. I think you can name my next album, man. Now we're super done. Thanks, everybody.
Woo! Boners content.
Like Crazy Roots kind of like brand, right? Yeah. Like, oh, by the way, Killer. Yeah, you guys. That was amazing.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Nice to be back on stage.
Yeah, go eat. Sorry, I.
Oh no worries.
Yeah, you guys got bonus content out of Unter Null, and I got a coil. Chris, thank you so much. I forgot about that ironing board.
Yes.
I still tell that story.
Yeah, that was.